Hello guys, I thought I'd do another one of these tier makers because I haven't done one in like a year. So this time we're doing characters from the show Lost. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime Video. If you have that, so if you haven't watched it, there will be spoilers ahead, so go ahead and watch it and then you can come back and see this video. But if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it first. Okay, so let's get on with it. So first off, let me change these tiers to make them a bit more interesting. So here I'm gonna put the very best characters, I think. Very good, meh, and I'll put dislike. Okay, so I think we've got a pretty good system so far. So let's start. I think I know all these characters' names. Pretty sure. Okay, so first off, they're in alphabetical order. Okay, so we got Ana Lucia. Ooh, Ana Lucia is kind of a hard one, not gonna lie, because she was pretty annoying at the start of season 2, especially with she was just so bossy that it made her kind of annoying, and her killing Shannon did not help either. It just made her more annoying. But after seeing her die to Michael, I don't know, kind of made me like her more. So I'm gonna put Ana Lucia in meh. But yeah. So next up we have Ben. Oof, Ben. What a great character. To be honest, I want to put him in best, but I don't know. He's a very good character. The actor plays him very good. They did a very good job with the character, the writing. Problem with, and he's the best villain in the series. That's for sure. But my problem with him is that sometimes he was too mean. I mean, he's a villain. How can you say that? But like, I don't know, man. I don't see him. I kind of have a hard time putting him on best when he killed one of my favorite characters, John Locke, in cold blood. And he just let his daughter die. I guess that's irrelevant, but just because he killed John, I'm gonna put him in very good for now. But he is very close to being at the best. But for now, I'm gonna put him very good. So next up, we have Bernard, the guy we keep hearing about from Rose in season 1, and we finally get to see him in season 2. To be honest, when I first saw the show, and you kept hearing about Bernard from Rose, he's alive and all. I don't know, I expected a bit more of him, to like see him more during the later seasons, but he just proved to be like a minor side character, so that's unfortunate. But Bernard Hardy's good moments. I mean, he and Rose actually had a centered episode around them in season 2, so that was pretty good. And then I don't know why, but I just felt somehow like melancholy when we saw them living all alone with Vincent. Like at the end of like the season 5 or 6, I don't remember when. Like I don't know, that just made me a bit sad. All the way we came here and they're just alone. But anyways, he was not bad. I'm gonna put him on meh, and I'm gonna put these in order. So like, if I like Bernard more, I'll put him above Ana Lucia. But I like Ana Lucia more. She had more character. Okay, next up we have Boone. Oh, Boone, tragic death. Boone's death. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was the first like main character death we had in the show. That was like in real time on the island, not in a flashback or anything. His was the first death, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So yeah, his death hit pretty hard, man. It was kind of sad. It's pretty sad. I liked his dude a lot with Locke. He was a very interesting character. His backstory was pretty good. I'm gonna put him on good. I mean, he wasn't very good because we only saw him for like 25 episodes or something, but what we did see of him, it was good. Next up, Charlie. Bro, what can I say about Charlie? His death was definitely the saddest. No, the saddest in terms of a satisfactory ending. Cause like when I envision a sad character death in movies, there's two versions: satisfying sad death and like an actually depressing sad death, like he actually died in a sad way, or he died like at least saving someone or people, but it's still sad because you're seeing character go away. Like for example, Iron Man's death would be a satisfying death because he died saving people. So Charlie's is a satisfying sad death, and it was the best death in the series. Definitely so emotional, one of the best episodes of the series, if not the best. And even from season one, I loved him. I don't know, it's just something about him. He was always helpful. He was always cheery, and he also had his moments, which him and being addicted to drugs, that was good, and his interactions with Locke in the first season around the drugs, so that was great. And then with Mr. Echo, so I think I'm gonna put him on best. I don't know, maybe I'm being too fanboyish, but I just love Charlie, man. Okay, next up we have Charlotte. Charlotte Lewis. Okay, so I don't even know what to say about her. I mean, I don't really like her. I don't really dislike her either. There's not too much going on around her. She was only in like I don't know, like 15 episodes or most, and she didn't even play any big part in any of them. We saw her we saw like one flash with her, one flashback where she was like an archaeologist in the desert or something like that. So I'm gonna put her on mech as well, even lower than Bernard. Because we just barely saw her. I mean, if I put on dislike, it means I actually dislike the character. And I don't know. There's nothing really to dislike about her. Just kind of makes her worse, I guess. But okay, next I have Christian. Oh, there. Jack's father. Okay, so here I'm only counting the actual Christian Shepherd. Jack's father, we shot in flashbacks. And I guess in the last episode when he was like in heaven or whatever that was supposed to be. I'm not counting the Man in Black Christian Shepherd, like in the Christian Shepherd in like the first episodes, or the one like kept up popping up in like every episode or so. I'm counting the real one in the flashbacks, and I gotta say he's actually pretty good. Not as good as Boone, but even in the flashbacks, he's good. Like I actually saw him. I mean, yeah, he was kind of a harsh father on Jack, but in the end, I don't know. I felt sorry for him. He died just like that, you know. He was drunk, alone, and the scene with Sawyer telling Jack about his dad. That's one of the best scenes in the show, definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna put him on good. Now we got Claire. Claire's an interesting one. It's kind of annoying so many times. Like when she was protective of her baby. I mean, I get that's realistic. A mom would always protect her baby, but like, I don't know. It's kind of annoying to see her always like. Sometimes I don't know. She would like put the baby's safety above all others with no questions asked, which I guess is logical considering she's a mother, but still. But she also had a few good moments. I think they kind of screwed her up at the end when they made her go nuts. At the end, she was like all solo. She lost Aaron as well. The part about Jack, her being his like stepsister, I don't know. That was kind of like odd. I guess it didn't really lead anywhere. I don't know. I felt like it could have led somewhere else. Like maybe that they have a good interaction between each other, but it really didn't lead to anything. So, but Claire for the first season mainly like the last season she doesn't do anything. First season she was actually not bad. So I'm gonna put her on good. Above Christian, she was not bad. Oh yeah, her interactions with Charlie were pretty good too. Okay, so next up we have Daniel Faraday. Oh, the smart one. To be honest, I know many people don't like the way he talks. Like he sounds like, he sounds like a bit dumb and all. But I actually love the way he talks. I don't know. It makes him seem like a bit like socially awkward. And I don't know, man. I just love the way he talks, and I love the actor. Everything about him. It was kind of his death was a bit disappointing. Like he died out of nowhere. It was so like anticlimactic. Like he just died like that, like the end of season 5. So, but his centric episode, season 5, the variable, very very good episode. I loved it. So I'm gonna put him on good. Should I put him above Boone? I'm not gonna put him above Boone. I don't think he's that good. I don't know. I just like Boone more. I'm gonna put him just under Boone. So next up we have Desmond Hume. Oh, oopsies. Anyways, Desmond. Oh my God, I'm kind of mixed on Desmond. No, not like I like him or hate him, but like, do I put him on best or very good? Because he's definitely at least very good. But to be honest, this might I'm doing this tier maker right after I finished watching the TV show for the second time. So I do have my memory refreshed, and some of my opinions have changed, like mainly about my favorite character. Actually, no, that has not changed, but Desmond has changed because like the first time I saw it, I don't know, I liked him way more. I remember him being like one of my favorite, if not my favorite characters in the show. But like, I rewatched the show and realized he doesn't actually do that much. He's not in the show that much. I mean, he's out for the entirety of season one. He's in like 2 episodes from season two, so he does nothing there. Season three is probably where he like shines the most because he sees lots of his episode and his interactions with Charlie are good. But he's still like in like every third episode he appears. And season four he also shines a lot. And then the Constant is one of the best episodes in the series as well, maybe the best. His episodes though were some of the best. I love the story, but in season five we saw him like one episode, I think. Yeah, in season six we saw him a bit more, but actually, yeah, he was pretty good. Season six again, but like I don't know, season three and four where he shined. And I'm gonna put him on very good. To put him above Ben or under Ben? I'm gonna put him under Ben. Cause I don't know, I just felt like he had so much potential, bro. He could have become one of like the best characters, maybe the best. And I loved his attitude. He was always like cheery, brother. The way he said that was awesome, and his relation with Penny was amazing. I'm just gonna put him a very good for now though. Oh, next time Mr. Echo, another great character. I love Mr. Echo. Everything about him, bro. He was the best passenger of like the other 48, or yeah, in the back seat, or the back of the plane. He was just a very good character. Everything about him, it was so cool to see like such a morally reprehensible person who just killed so many people, sold drugs, be actually such a devoted Christian man of faith, and see him turn around, become a devout Christian, devout his faith. And his death was a bit sad, but I mean he had a proper farewell at least. So I'm definitely gonna put him on very good. Not as good as Desmond or Ben, but still very, very good. And I think he is, yeah, definitely one of the best characters in the show. Just his whole interaction was so good, and his centered episodes were so good. I wish we had more of them. His story was just so interesting. Like seeing how he turned into, basically like terrorists when he was a little kid. Okay, next up we have Daniel Faraday's mother, Eloise Hawking. To be honest, I know my gay like dislikes for this, but I gotta be honest. Otherwise, what's the point? I'm actually gonna put her dislike. I don't know, bro. Like we didn't see her, and it's like the shame was Charlotte, but at least like I don't know. She's just a bit annoying. Like when she killed Faraday, that was pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but at least she helped him after that, so there's that. But her old self, I don't know. She was just like I don't know, like odd. She didn't offer it. I mean, she did offer them anything, but like she didn't offer to the characters in the story. She didn't offer anything to the viewer of importance. She didn't offer anything important. She was just like a douche ex machina, pretty much, for them to get back to the island. If you know what that means. Yeah. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna put her on dislike. I mean, I don't like hate her. She's not like the bane of my existence, but I don't know. I just slightly dislike her. Okay, next up we have Hurley. Oh, bro, another one. I really want to put Hurley in best. But, like I said, I gotta be honest, and I'm gonna put Hurley, yeah, above Echo. Is he above Desmond? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna put him above Desmond. I'm gonna put him right over there. Hugo Hurley, I guess. Yeah, Hurley. Everybody loves Hurley. You know that he's a comic relief. To be honest, in the first season, I was just like meh on him. He's like whatever. He's just like a comic relief character. He doesn't really, he doesn't offer anything to the viewer except for comic relief. But that soon changed. Obviously, we got more episodes with him, and his story was very interesting as well. It wasn't like as emotional or as like objectively, I guess, speaking, interesting. I don't know, just seeing his interactions with other people, and he's just such a likable guy. I loved his personal story and his interaction with Saeed in season four when they returned to the island. You had to hide him and all. Him going from Locke. I mean, running away from Ben. Sorry. And him speaking to dead people, and then dude, his interactions with Miles in season 5 were amazing. Like they could both talk to dead people and all. He just has the best interaction with the characters. I feel like, or he's right up there with John for the best interactions with characters. And yeah, he's definitely very good. At least. Oh yeah, and him becoming the leader of the others at the very end. That was very good as well. Next up, we have Ilana. I think it is Ilana. Okay, I'm gonna put her on meh under Charlotte. Again, she didn't offer anything to this story. I mean, no, she offered just sorry again, but she offered something to the story. She didn't offer anything to the viewer though. That's two stuff. Yeah, that's two things every character has to do in order to be good. Serve something to the story. They have to be competent. You have to actually be good at something, at least something, so they're interesting. But they also have to offer something to the viewer. Emotions, satisfaction, motivation, whatever it is, interest, whatever it is. They have to offer something to the viewer as well. And I feel like Lana didn't do that. She was just like a character there for the plot. She was like a plot device. Yeah, that's what characters that offer nothing to the viewer are. They're a plot device basically. And she was pretty much a plot device character. She didn't really offer anything. I mean, no. Okay, don't get me wrong. Her scene where she breaks down and cries about Jacob's death and her friends' deaths, that was actually sad. I actually cried on that. And I know you may call me like a crybaby, but I don't know. I cry a lot when I watch movies, but and TV shows, whatever. But yeah, that was very sad. So that was a very good moment for her. But other than that, she was kind of just like a plot device. That was the only time she was like an actual character, because characters have to offer something to the plot, like I said, something to the viewer. So she was more like a plot device character. And then there's characters who only serve something to the viewer. Like, what's a good example? Claire, I guess. It's kind of a good example. I don't know. It's kind of a bad example, but it's also kind of good because like she offered to the viewer like emotions, that innocence with her child that we needed when we had other people like Sawyer and Charlie doing drugs and Sawyer like doing cons, Kate murdering someone, and then we had Claire with that little bit of innocence, which offered, but she didn't really offer anything to the plot of really importance. Like when I want to judge if a character does something to do with the plot, I try to remove them from the story and see how much has changed. Like if I remove, say, Desmond from the story, a lot changes. Like a lot. So he definitely offers something to the plot and the viewer because he's very likable. Claire, she doesn't really offer anything. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I can't remember anything off the top of my head. Anyways, next up, sorry for going too long. Next up we have Jack. Who do I put Jack, man? That's hard. I have mixed feelings on him. First 3 seasons, Jack was pretty annoying. First 3 seasons, I would probably put him like here, even under Daniel, and just good because he still has good moments. But he was kind of annoying. But later seasons, 4, 5, and 6, even though as a whole the show went down, like I liked the first 3 seasons over the last 3. Jack as a character actually became better, so I'm gonna put him on very good. Is he above Echo? I think he's above Echo, to be honest. Above Hurley. No, I'm gonna put him right there. And I mean, he's the series' main protagonist, but series main protagonist is always the best character. To be honest, the one thing I did not like about Jack in the first 3 seasons was that like his story, don't get me wrong, was interesting in some parts and pretty good, but we got too much of it. I think that it got boring. We got 5 or something like that, like 5 Jack episodes in the first season that could have gone to so many other characters. Could expand on them, like give 3 to Jack and maybe give an extra one to like Sawyer or Locke, were also very good characters, and then give another one to like someone we didn't see a story for, like I don't know, an extra one to Claire maybe, or Rose Bernard. We get one early on, but yeah, I just think like we saw too many episodes of his, and some of them weren't even good. Like the Stranger in a Strange Land, I think it's called, in season 3. Even the creators of the show said it's the least favorite episode they made, and kind of have to agree it's the worst episode of the series. I don't know. His story there is just so bland. But yeah, as a whole, he was just a very good character though, and yeah, he offered a lot to the viewer. and that relatability, and to the plot, obviously, since he's a protagonist. Next up, we have Jin. Oh, Jin. What character development? He has the most character development in the show, probably hands down. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident in saying that. Jin, I'm gonna put. To be honest, I put Jin and the Sun in the same spot because they're pretty inseparable. They're like the best couple in the show, since they're a couple at the start, they're a couple at the end. We just see their relationship so much better. Like Jack and Kate, that was like a 5 episode thing at the very end. Jack and Juliet, that was a 1 season thing, but that was still pretty good. Charlie and Claire, that was kind of happening and like ending every 2 episodes. Desmond and Penny was very good as well, but only one of the characters was very interesting, which was Desmond. But with Jin and Sun, both of the characters were main characters. So Jin, I'm gonna put right over. I'm gonna put right under Hurley. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed how much we saw him in season 6. He did not do that much in season 6. We barely saw him. In season 5, he was the best he was ever. Season 5 was so good for Jin. He was just like a different man. Him speaking English, very good. that was hard to get used to. Season 1, Jin was actually that was annoying. Not gonna lie, because always too protective of San, too strict, the outcast. But he's had his moments. But yeah, he grew to be a very good character. So very good. John, best, pretty easy, even better than Charlie, to be honest. Sorry, Charlie, but I prefer John. Locke, what can I say about him? Easily my favorite character in the show. On first watch and on second watch, on my rewatch, he's still my favorite character. Episode 4, Walkabout, the Don't Tell Me What I Can Do episode, it's literally my favorite episode in the series still. It's what got me to the show. Like, the first 3 episodes were good, don't get me wrong, but, like, I was like, okay, that's a pretty good series, but, like, I wasn't like, oh, this is one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. This episode 4 got me to the mindset that this is one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. And his story is easily the best of any of the characters, at least to me. So sad, so good. Like, it was just so good, man. The first episode was his walkabout, rage, The second flashback episode in the car, where he also rages for his kidney got stolen. Then in the third one, where he finds a girlfriend, and he loses his girlfriend to his dad that stole his kidney. And then his dad's throwing him off a building. Like, holy hell, man. His dad made his life hell. And to be honest, you remember how I talked later? I remember how I talked earlier about Charlie's death being a satisfying, sad death. Yeah. Well, John's is the other type of death, a sad death, like an actually sad death. It's not satisfying. It's actually sad. It actually makes you sad. It doesn't make you sad that the character's gone. It does, but it's the main thing. It makes you sad of how he died. Because, like, oh my god, we didn't get a proper goodbye with John. That was very unfortunate. He just died like that. He was going to kill himself, which I didn't want him to die that way. And I was kind of relieved when Ben came, but then I hated Ben more when Ben strangled him to death. And then, to make matters worse, they decided to make the Man in Black take his form. To be honest, I would have rather the Man in Black take any other form except John, because it kind of stained his face, but I got used to not seeing the Man in Black as John, so there's that. But yeah, because of the first seasons, you definitely gotta give John best. He's the reason I got to the show. He's definitely my favorite character. He has the best episodes. The Brig, The Man from Tallahassee, Deus Ex Machina, Walkabout, Orientation, Lockdown. There are the life and death of Jeremy Bentham. They're the best. Cabin Fever. They're the best episodes in this show, man. Like, they're so good that I remember them off my head. That's how good they are. And they're not even like the season finales. They're just middle of the season episodes, most of them. Okay, next up we have Juliet. I'm gonna put on very good right under Echo. To be honest, I really like Juliet. She was a good character. She was probably yeah, I'd say my favorite female character in the show. And the show had lots of great female characters, so that's saying a lot. She was almost never annoying. No, the only bit annoying part about her was her grin. Like in season 3 when she always grinned that way, that was a bit annoying. But season 5 Juliet was so good. She definitely deserves to be on very good because season 5 Juliet was just that good. But yeah, very good. And her story was not actually very interesting as well. Seeing her relationship with her sister was very good. Kate, the other main female lead, yikes. Kate, I'm gonna put on good, right above Faraday and right under Boone. Yes, I like Boone more than Kate. Let me explain the reason why I do not like Kate as much as others. Still like her, that's why she's on good. The reason I don't like her, even though she's one of the main characters in the show, the reason why I don't like her is because in the first 3 seasons, she was actually a good character. I'll put her on very good. She was a very good character. But later, 4, 5, and 6, I don't know. Her treating John oh, have you ever loved someone? That was so annoying. Like, you're a criminal. Stop talking. Like, yeah, bro. I just don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm mumbling, but the later seasons made her one of the most annoying characters. So I'm gonna put her on good overall. Oh yeah, and Kate's story was easily, for me at least, the most boring. I'm not gonna lie. It was just the most boring. I mean, non-offensive Evangeline Lilly, she's a great actress. I like her other movies like Ant-Man, Hobbit, and those. But no, here she actually played that good. Her character was just not written that likable. And her story, I don't know. Her flashbacks, her main story, I just didn't really like it. I think it was like the least interesting. Maybe except Rose and Bernard. But yeah, it was like the least interesting. Every episode felt nearly the same. She does a crime, and then she somehow escapes at the end. So, oh my god, then we have this bastard Kimi easily on dislike, even under Eloise. This guy actually dislike. Oh my god, he was so annoying. And about him, his face is so punchable, bro. They found the perfect actor to play the guy with this attitude. And I mean, even if he wasn't so like, even if he didn't have such a punchable face, we should put him on meh because like he didn't offer anything. He was only a plot device again. He didn't offer. Actually, no, that's not true. He did offer something to the viewer, anguish, um, anger, tension. But I guess those are not really strong character. Those are not really strong provoked emotions by a character, so he still doesn't offer that much to the viewer. But he offers lots to the plot. I mean, he killed Ben's daughter, which was very. That was very. I was mad at Kimi and Ben at the same time because Ben just let her die, and not just that, he called her, useless to him before she died. But then Kimi just pulled the trigger ruthlessly. And everything about him looks like he was too bossy. So next up, Libby. We got Mech, Cassandra, and Lucia. To be honest, Libby was not bad. She was pretty good. I actually liked a lot their relationship, the build up through Hugo, and I was so sad when I saw her die to Michael. Like, oh my god, why did you have to do that, Michael? But yeah, if she had more in the show, if she had been more in the show, I would have put her higher. For now, she's there. Lapidus. Okay, next up we have Lapidus. Such a likable guy. What can I say? Gotta put him on good. I'm gonna put him right above Christian. Cause I mean he didn't appear that much. He appeared in season 4, 5. I don't know why, but I don't remember him being in season 5. Oh no, I remember him. Season 6 is where I don't remember him being, or barely remember him being. Only like at the end when he's flying the plane back. But yeah, he was very good overall. I am gonna yeah, so good. I wish we'd have gotten a flashback episode for him. That would have been very interesting. Next out, we got the main villain of the series, unless you count Ben as the main villain. I'm gonna put Man in Black on Underlo Peters right here. I mean, he was the main villain in the series, the one behind it all. Along with Jacob. He has many names, Man in Black, Smoke Monster, Eswa, Samuel, whatever you want to call him. He's the one that caused it all. He's Yemi, Christian Shepherd. He's all those people that we saw come to life. He's also the Smoke Monster. He killed Mr. Echo, which I'm very mad about. And he impersonated John Locke, which was, yeah, that was not fun. But he was still a very good villain. And seeing his backstory, I actually liked him more than Jacob, to be honest. I was on his side more than Jacob. Not with the argument he had, but like with his mother and all, I was on his side. Because with the argument, thinking all humans are evil, nah, I definitely don't think that, but yeah. Next up, we have Michael. Michael, the one who killed Anna, Lucy, and Libby. I'm gonna put Michael on. I don't know what to put him on. I'm gonna put Michael. I'm gonna put Michael on. I'm actually gonna put Michael on a good. Don't get me wrong, he was very annoying. Season 1, he was actually a good character. I liked him in his backstory. Oh, I hated his wife. Even though she was probably right, I just hated him. And yeah, his backstory was very good. Season 2 was the lowest point, Michael. He was one of the worst characters in Season 2. He was so annoying. Killed off Libby and Alicia in cold blood. And then turned in the others as well for the waltz. Oh my god. I mean, I know his son got abducted, but he sacrificed too much. But Season 4 is what really buys me to buy him up, putting Michael at good, because I actually liked Season 4 Michael. And to be honest, Michael's death is another one like John's. It's just sad. It's a depressing, sad death, and that's not. It's not satisfying. It's just sad how he died like that. Forced away from his boy. He doesn't have his son anymore. Um, he just died on the freighter trying to get back to his son. So yeah, bro, Michael was actually a good character at the end. Miles. Miles is definitely good above Kate. I actually really like Miles. He was very likable. His interaction with Hurley in season 5 are just like the best thing ever. He was just so good. Like him meeting his father, even though it was short and sweet. And his backstory was actually very interesting as well. But yeah, so yeah, Miles is a very good character. Next up with Nikki. Nikki and Paolo, I'm gonna put on the same, and I'm gonna talk about them pretty much the same. I'm gonna put. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna put Nikki on dislike even more than Kimi. Because I don't know, the way she just betrayed. Actually, no, scrap that. I'm just gonna put both of them on this mech. Because to be honest, I do kind of prefer Nikki over Paolo. She did betray Paolo. I mean, Paolo got the diamonds first. And I don't know, I just like Nikki more. But, yeah, They were both pretty bland characters, pretty meh, but they are what they are. Next up, with Penelope, but more Penny. Desmond's love interest. So for her, I'm gonna put her on good, right above Christian. She was a good character. She was likable, nice, and it actually made me like her best moment is when Ben is about to kill her and we see her son. Oh my god, that was so tense for me. I did not want her to die. And there was a scene when Desmond calls her, on the freighter and Constant. That was so good. So yeah, Penny was very good. She was a good character, but obviously we didn't see her that much. So next up we have Alex. Oh, what a tragic story. Possibly the second most tragic story in the show, after John. Cause holy shit, is her death sad. So fucking sad, man. It actually makes me depressed. I'm gonna put her on mech, cause gotta be objective. She was actually likable, like in season 3 when she tried to help Sawyer and Kate Escape. Yeah, she was pretty likable, but dude, in season 4, her death, that was just the saddest thing ever. Maybe even more so than John's, and that's saying a lot, because John's was very sad. I mean, she lost her boyfriend, her mother right in front of her, and she was held captive up to her dad, and her dad in a attempt to bluff out the Kimi who was about to kill her, called her useless and he doesn't love her, and she just died like that, crying, thinking that if those were my last thoughts, I don't know, man. I'd regret. That'd be a very regretful end to my life. So yeah, I'm gonna put her on math. So now we got her mother, Russo. Wait, what was her first name? Forgot it. Yeah, I'm just gonna call her Russo, the French woman. She was the one that haunted all of season 1 viewers at the start. We heard her transmission. We're like, "Who's the French woman?" And all that. We finally get to see her, and she did not disappoint. I mean, she was kind of odd, though. Like, she always wanted to be alone and leave the others, but I mean, there was reasons. She was 16 years alone. Of course, she wouldn't trust new people. Her death was actually very sad as well. Like, all she said was like, "On 4 we run." And she's counting down. She just died straight up. It was very anticlimactic. So I'm gonna give her. But oh yeah, I gotta mention the actress that they got to play her young version. It was such a good, spot on. She was a bit like she did way a bit more, and then that was believable. They both had the same hair, same eyes, pretty much the same face, except one was thinner, and it made it believable. Like she could go from that, her younger actress was weighed a bit more than her, to 16 years after losing lots of weight. So that was very good on their part. I'm gonna put Rousseau on Mech just above her daughter because we got to see her more obviously. And we got the man behind the curtain, Jacob himself. I'm gonna put Jacob on good. I know most people would not, and above Christian. I know most people would not, but I don't know. I actually like Jacob. Like most people I talk to about Lost don't actually like Jacob that much. To be honest, I kind of understand, but I like him. I liked that episode where it shows how he interacts with the characters that fell off the plane when they were young, or at some point when they're older in their lives. That was very chilling and good. And then he had one of the best scenes in the TV show in like the last episode of season 5. He's at the beach eating a fish, and then his brother comes, and then we see that it's like thousands of years before the plane falls, because there's a big ass Egyptian looking statue. But yeah, good. And his death, damn, his death came short, and it was kind of climactic, I gotta say. Okay, next up we've got Tom Friendly. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's kind of late. Tom Friendly, and yes, Friendly is his last name. So Tom, I'm gonna put right above Bernard on Mer, cause he was actually pretty likable sometimes. No, he was like what I pictured when I thought of the others in like season 2, him with the beard and all, and in season 3, damn, he was once we got to know him more, he was actually likable. He could have gotten his own episode, to be honest. Just cut out Jack's Stranger in the Strange Land episode, which was completely unnecessary, and then put this guy's episode in there. And bingo, bango, bongo. He becomes even better character. But yeah, on Mech for now. And his death was kind of sad, to be honest, because we actually got to like him a bit before, and then Sawyer just killed him. But it was understandable. He wanted his revenge, and it is Sawyer after all. Speaking of which, we're getting close to Sawyer. Next out, we got Vincent. Where do I put Vincent? Like, obviously, I have to put him on Mech. He's just a dog. He doesn't offer anything to the plot. To the viewer, he offers, innocence. A sense of innocence and mood. But I'm actually gonna put Vincent on. I'm actually gonna put Vincent on good above Christian. He was a good dog. We never saw him sad. He was there at the very start beside Jack. He was there at the very end beside Jack. Pretty pretty poetic. So yeah, a very good character. character. Okay, next up we got the third main villain of the series. I should say Charles Whitmore, and what a villain! His backstory and like the others were so good, and his flash forwards were he still tries to kill Ben. Is very good. His interactions with Desmond, just everything about him was pretty good. He was a very good villain, and his death in season 6 was actually not that bad. Still not too good. That's why Laws didn't do too great at deaths. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna put Charles Whitmore at good, right above Faraday, right here. He was a very good villain, or a good villain. Lost didn't do too good on deaths. Like, they got Jack's death very good, and Charlie's death very good, the best. And what else? Oh, Boone's death was very good as well. But every other death was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, like bad in the sense that it's actually very sad. You don't usually want to have very sad deaths in your series, except especially with your main characters, which is what happened with John, which was unfortunate. Next up, we got the 200-year-old man, the immortal man, Richard, the guy with the eyeliner on. To be honest, yeah, I feel sorry that people always bully the actor for doing that. I mean, he was just born that way. Richard, I'm gonna put on. Richard, I'm actually gonna put on good right under Boone. He was actually a good character. He was interesting, and his backstory. I'm so glad we got a backstory episode for him in season 6. I by Terrano. Oh my God, one of the best episodes in the series. So fucking good. So excuse my language, but it was so good. Next up, we got Rose, Bernard's second other half. How could I'm gonna put her above Bernard because you saw her more. To be honest, she was kind of annoying sometimes. Like when she was sassy to others and bossy, like she was trying to be like the I don't know. I don't want to say a leader, but like the one in charge. Where in situations where there shouldn't be one in charge, people should just share. And that made it kind of annoying, but ultimately, hello for Bernard sells me into putting her on mech. Okay, next up we got Sawyer, or James, I should say, whatever you want to call him. Sawyer James LaFleur. I usually call him James. Um, Easy best. I don't know if he's right on the Charlie. He's on the Charlie. Yeah, I'm gonna put him better on the Charlie. Yeah, easily this trio are the best characters in the show. Locke is definitely my favorite. Sawyer and Charlie are pretty tied, but I think James just a bit more. It's because I liked he had so much charisma. Oh my God, he was so good. Like always nicknames, the Florida guy, the handsome guy, the con, the gay, the bad boy, I guess you could call him. And his backstory was actually like the second most interesting, right after Locke. His backstory was very good. Like he also had a very sad story. Obviously, his mother and father killing each other, and then he was left because of one man stealing their money. And then he was hunting down that man until it proved to be the same guy that made John's life bad. The same guy that threw John off a building, stole his kidney, left him as a child, and made him break up with his girlfriend was the same guy that had an affair with James' mom, causing James' dad to kill his mom and then himself. So that was a very good interaction between the two characters in that episode, where they both finally got to see that they were alike in that way. The same man made their life hell. Okay, next up we got Saeed. Oh my God, what a wasted opportunity of a character, bro. I hate how they handle Saeed. I'm easily gonna put him on very good. Because, dude, oh my God, man. Nah, fuck it. Even more than Ben. Very good there. Saeed in season 1, 2, 3, 4. and even 5, less so in 5, but the 4 seasons, first 4 seasons mainly, was just so good, man. One of the best characters in the show. He was so good. He was like, the logical, pragmatic, practical one, I guess you could say, in the army. And his backstory was actually so interesting. See him in the army, hunting his true love, in the United States, while also being hunted down by the ghosts of his past. And oh my god, what did they do to him in season 5 and 4? I mean, season 5 and 6, sorry. No, season 5, he was actually not that bad. He was actually kind of good, but not as good as the first 4 seasons. Season 6, oh my god. I deny, I deny, I deny the fact that that's Saeed. I will not accept the fact that that's Saeed in season 6, because oh my god, they ruined him. They just, I mean, he did have a heroic death at the end, saving everybody from the bomb. But by then it was too late. We had already lost connection with the character, and his death was too fast. Another death done kind of poorly in the show. That was the one thing lacking in Law's deaths. It did not have good deaths. But Said was a very good character, easily very close to best. Next up, we got steam of characters. We got Shannon. Ooh, Shannon. I'm gonna put on um I'm gonna put on good right above Michael. I mean, she only appeared in the first 2 seasons, and she died like in the first 10 episodes of the second season. Shannon's death was sad, bro. It was a well done death, I think. Not in terms of timing, because I do not think it was the right time to kill her off, but in terms of like her farewell, how it was done, how it was executed for the viewer, the aftermath. I think it was done better than most deaths, and she was actually a sad character to see, bro. Like, everybody thinks she's worthless and all. I was actually kind of sad with her backstory, and she was actually interesting. And her love story with Saeed was actually very good, even though it kind of made me a bit. It kind of made me feel odd because he goes with Shannon, and then he's over Nadia. He goes to the island, and he gets over Nadia, and then he goes with Shannon, and Shannon dies, and he goes back to the mainland, and he starts dating. He starts to find Nadia again. That was a bit odd, but apart from that, yeah, Shannon was a very good character. I mean, a good character. Next up, we have Sun, and Sun is easily very good, right above Jack even. These two I have said are inseparable pretty much. I put them in the same spot most of the time. So I could put Sun above Jin if I wanted to. Because, I mean, yeah, I guess that pretty much makes Sun the best character. The best female character. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I did not foresee that, but yeah. I do like Sun more than Juliet. Sun is a very good character. Her story with Jin, her love story with Jin is just the best. Oh, and I forgot to mention another death done right, the second best death in the series. Their death together was actually very sad and very good. It had very good timing. It was a good timing for them to die. I mean, it wasn't like unexpected. No, it wasn't. It was unexpected, but like it wasn't like out of the blue, and it was done perfectly with the cinematography, the music, the emotions, everything. So yeah, these two characters are great. Next up, we got Walt, the last one not least, I guess you say. We got Walt, Michael's son. Walt. First 2 seasons, we got to see him, especially the first season. His interaction with Locke and Boone were very good. And then we saw him as an older kid. That was not bad. We saw him in one scene when he was an older kid, like talking to John. I loved that scene, bro. That was so sad. Seeing John back in the wheelchair, and Walt talking to him after the island. Oh, that was so sad and so satisfying. I'm gonna put Walt on. You know what? F it. I'm gonna put him even above Widmore. That's how much I like Walt. I don't know. I just liked Walt, to be honest. He was good, and the actor that played him was actually good. I liked the actor. And when he asked about his father, oh my god, man, that was sad. Like, what was my father is at? And then John didn't know. I mean, John did know, but he had to lie. That was very sad. But yeah, Walt, very solid. So yeah, I guess that should about do it. This is my list of the lost characters. I think it's done. I think I did pretty good. I mean, it is all subjective after all, but yeah, definitely John is my favorite character. I gotta say, he had the best episode, the best moments. He was the reason I got into the show in the first place, and yeah, overall. So if you like the video, please like. I mean, maybe subscribe. I know I'm like, a random YouTuber. Why do you subscribe to this guy? He doesn't upload enough so I can watch. And he posts weird content. One time he posts this and about this subject, and the other time he posts about this subject. But I try to post about as many subjects as possible. So if you want to learn and or get into new franchises, because I have pretty much watched or read about every franchise, like, and have studied the in-depth lore, like Lost, Lord of the Rings, Narnia, Star Wars, Harry Potter, After the Last Airbender, all those, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever. So I can do a tier list for every one of those. So yeah, but yeah, this is my tier list, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.